There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Ever. Never, ever. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic source. It's blood.
Ex-love. Ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Do you really? Alright, nothing town to fuck all borough. Not you. Your days of giving a shit and being that type of animal are over. The song of death is sweet, like a fly to the ointment. Your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, a fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open.
Somehow, you know what it is. A Caprice Canadian motor carriage. You hear a jingle. Keys are clean. It says whirling in rags on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring. A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. Was this not the same Elo that founds empires and lays waste to cities? Virile, uncaring? Probably not, no. Hot water sprays from the faucet's base. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, as you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Yeah. There is definitely something wrong with it. Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath. It's not. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It's not. It's swollen and snail-like. Behold. You have no idea who this thing is, do you? Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. You can't, can you? It's like, what does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey? There might have been, 10 years ago. It's little more than a cadaverous spasm now. Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know. The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came. A fine web of scarring covers the back, more likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments. It is too large for a bullet, yet too small, like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. A cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from...
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her. A silver jumpsuit falls off her like scale armor, sparkling. This is the...
No. Because you're a police officer, sir. I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us. You've been here for 3 days. Couldn't say.
You have no doubt about the drinking. But do you strike yourself as a tight-lipped drunk? She must have heard something.
Could it be because of the drinking?
She nods.
There's a mercenary out back. He's been hanged. I didn't mean to overwhelm you with information. You seem a bit... Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost any... Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
She looks back at you.
Goodbye.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter. Everything is cool between you and this guy. He's a big fan. Make some small talk. A competent work of taxidermy. Looks like the bird was... This is the great skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the...
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you.
No, I'm not the bartender. Mm-hmm.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot as you approach.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 50.
You realize he's waiting for your name. Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it.
Okay then. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him. It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here, in full force. At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. Okay, we'll have time for that. Have you removed the dead body from the tree? So, the body, where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner. After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your...
Before you stands a motor carriage. Vapor emanates. This must be the infernal machine that, in the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook. The frequency tableau lights up, the soft purr of electrical kittens.
This is Precinct 57.
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here. I'm putting him on.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. Just a second, officer.
Ten 2, 10 5.
The man uses relay code. You got this. You're a cop. And
10 4, message received. 10 5, relay message. 10 18, state your message, sir. 10 9, over. 10 4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10 20.
1022, the captain. This sounds bad.
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and needs to
He what? He lost his badge?
Who lost his badge?
Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
He says this has probably happened.
Oh, god damn it. Is he fucking...
Satellite Officer Vikmar is wondering...
Mullen dicked us.
He's asking you to...
Of course it's serious.
Satellite Officer Vikmar Conquer. 10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost it.
He lost his badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
He asks you to please stop saying...
Why did he fight?
Sergeant Orson was wondering if you found your badge yet.
You don't have a comeback. Sorry. It's hard to think like this.
He's not replying. Looks like he's 10-9, come again. I didn't get...
New heights even for captains.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun, too.
Sergeant Orson wants to...
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy... No. It's gone. It's not fucking...
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over. 10-1, you're breaking up. 10-9, repeat please. Over. 10-9, come in, officer. Over. Come in, officer.
Just say you lost your gun. Anything else would only...
He says he doesn't have...
Dear God, he lost his... This isn't real.
Mac can face a giant of cocoa noodle by himself. But Disco here made him piss his pants.
Oh, I can't. Fuck. He lost his... Ask him if he still got his wiener.
I'm not going to.
Ask him.
Now is a good time to say fuck and ass and so on. That'll make this all right.
That's a negative. No.
What's he said?
He,
The prick ate Mama's vanilla waffles at the captain's birthday party. Some nerve, he's...
Sure her vanilla waffles were the only thing he ate?
Shut up, Chester. This isn't fun. Tell him to apologize.
Sergeant Orson requests that you apologize for the claims you made, Mac. He says you should...
Who?
Satellite Officer V. I'm afraid he might...
Fire water? He's lost it. Fuck.
Satellite Officer V. 10-4, affirmative. Officer is in pursuit.
Oh, God.
Officer, do you need further assistance?
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it. Be smart.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question. That's a negative, sir. I got 10-12. Visitors present here. Over. 10-9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over.
What?
He seems intoxicated.
Mullen's drunk and emotionally...
Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunk... What?
He wants to verify.
But of course, it says Dick Mullen. Tell him to stop waiting.
What do you need, sir? Over. 10... excuse me, sir. Come again, sir. 10-4.
Does he actually want something?
He asked if he ever...
For God's sake, got this...
Sir, satellite officer. So, was understood, sir. Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
A metallic drawer slides out.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters. In your... It's robust. What lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. The pry bar feels nice and cold and heavy, like truth. Useful for opening, the pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin...
There's no use pressing the heat button.
Translation. We're not going any... The white suede feels luxurious under the... man with the
Mr. Gart, right?
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct...
Are you kidding me?
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to...
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here.
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock.
But you still know your way...
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said...
I didn't imply that.
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions. His face expresses... Ask him about the body's location before asking if he killed him. People give up information in the more innocuous...
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on it. That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. She went away because...
Have they not been telling you you're a cop?
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And...
Thank you.
Is it? Because I thought you were supposed to be investigating the lynching, not my employer conduct. Good for you. I don't know who...
This is it. He said they hoisted him up on a tree. Who is this they, if he does...
Oh, people are saying it was the union dock work. The locals, the customers, the people who eat here. A lot of dock workers eat...
Did the deboarders themselves tell her?
I don't really know. I would suppose it's because...
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike. The man they hanged was a security guard for the harbour company, I hear. A mercenary. The unionistas probably thought they'd send a message. What are you?
Suddenly you tense up. Blood is being pushed to your muscles. You should hound him on this.
No, I didn't. I didn't. I don't appreciate... Do I have to answer him?
The lieutenant stands motionless.
What are you, an idiot? I told you I haven't killed anyone.
He ignores you. The lieutenant turns the page.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real. Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130...
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the...
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right. Money. You owe this establishment 130 real. Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. What are you, a philosopher? Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room or...
There's a shuffle of nylon.
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't...
Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away. Officer, you really need to take this up.
Good luck.
By the way, where is home? But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be... You don't really know, do you? A vague, blackened image doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay. If you can try, run some addresses in your head when you get the... The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on, somewhere inside. This door can only be opened. Still no answer. Still, the lieutenant... You should punch a fucking hole in it. The murmur in your ears recede. The bed is cold and...
The option to go to sleep becomes a...
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie as the blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. You swoop up and catch the tie. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie. A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. It's just a little hangover-induced photosensitivity. Little black spots. The bed is cold. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the... A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the... The faucet is quite terribly mangled. You handle the chain cutters deftly. Told you that you need... The mirror begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in... Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase. He takes a step toward the door.
Yes?
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. Oh, excuse me. This Postler Vantore mail collection box has been heavily vandalized. box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce. This button looks new.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, "The body is downwind from here."
We could try using a pry bar, the one you took from my motor carriage, or we might want to ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one, and he also has information.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, "Whirling in Rag." Force time isn't happening. What is this? Your triceps ache for the metal to bend, but it resists. There's a creaking sound as the pry bar slips under the lid. You hang from it.
The quality of metal is not the problem. Let's ask the manager for the...
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around you seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps.
Active decay.
He's about to blow! Cock's gonna blow, Kuno!
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth. Too late. It's until a pool of vomit lies under your feet, and you'll
keep it. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head, if you can handle the headache. Some officers use it to deal with cadaverine. There is freight nearby, east of the hostel. There's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the...
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifier...
Inconspicuous pile of the roofing material eaten up. It's nothing. Somewhat glad you asked. When junior researcher Olari Tal invented Eternite in the Vartna Polytechnic Institute some 30-odd years ago, he thought it would... An inconspicuous pile, because it's nice and orderly. Rhythmic pattern calms your mind.
Kuno's got this.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid.
Oh yeah, Nappa Gumpy, Kuno! Right in the dick, Kuno!
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes in his jaw. The kid is obviously high.
Fuck that, Kuno!
Shit him.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener. Fuck no! Kuno doesn't buy that shit. Fucking entrapment shit. The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno!
We shouldn't do anything. You will see.
The language these kids are using. Pure, unfettered.
All right, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? Kuno's...
It's always Kuno, never Kuno. Primal. Violent.
Yeah, Kuno's in a fucking gang. In a bang gang. Kuno bangs for Magie, bangs for Mazda.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you! Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help! Everybody!
Escalate, Kuno!
Pig's in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
How did we get here? How did this happen? This makes no sense. There may still be a way out. Just appeal to his reason.
Fucking logical! No!
The nearly psychopathic way they could slip in.
No one? Kuno's doing this.
Help! The pig's gagging him!
You put him up to this, your...
Listen to your friend. Kuno owns the fat ass. Help! The RCM is... Help!
Rolling super hard.
He's flashing Kuno! He's showing his genitals! If you don't help Kuno now, it'll be too late!
You didn't shut him down.
Kuno can't pick! Kuno thought you had this! What happened?
Fuck your shoulder! Fuck your knee!
No.
Kuno's just gonna beat...
I told you not to tempt. Now, how about we...
Look, see? It's...
Kuno, the pig's getting... Looks like it's time...
She means it. The fear is real.
I'm going away for a look.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
You don't want to fuck.
You can still see the top of her hat.
I'll die before I squeal. Stay away. I'll die before I come from the...
Don't be
I'll die before I... What's this?
Get the fuck...
I'll die before I... Murder? I'll die before...
All around you, rain, the spring thaw must be looking up at the sky. Cold water dripping from your hair. Grey sky like great battleships. Your shirt sticks to your chest. You're not dressed for this weather. You should get an overcoat or a traffic jam. Rain, the road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Revachol is the capital of its home. In the rain-swept distance, above, your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The coalition aerostatics hang like...
This rain will not let up anytime soon. You should get a raincoat. There's a freight to the east. They sell them there.
Welcome to Revachol.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says...
Oh, that's the tear machine.
A small cabinet on their logo is the bloodless rose. Pure white.
Just ask me if you need anything from St. Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, magnesium, and Hypnogamma. Yeah, there's like an ampule somewhere.
You see several packaged raincoats.
What is what? If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
A colourful display there, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
Welcome to Frit.
What's that magazine she's reading?
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to any. I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's not really. No. I didn't know him at all. I don't know, really. Lol.
No need to worry.
Okay.
No need to.
Okay. Uh-huh.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf. An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward a silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III." What did he do? High above you, the king stands triumphant. The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along. The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century, as golden as her. No response wherever this woman.
Wait, she's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave. Why?
Life? I'll be with you in a...
Have you no shame? Whining about you.
René,
I'm trying.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball. That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way past their prime. You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. God, this is right. You feel the familiar tremble of excitement and adrenaline. The cold metal ball is surprisingly small. Already, your muscle. A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet.
Merde! Bordel de merde!
A whorehouse of shit. It wasn't whorehouse of shit. The shot was.
What the hell is your problem? You vandalized our game, son. We can't play petanque with 5 bull. Well, it damn well isn't. It's
Take it easy, René.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You are as a goddamn bull. Good. Mistakes are forgiven.
Yes, why did he never know? He might know something. This is a good vantage point.
Unfortunately, I don't. In Martinez, the union is cop is a pejorative term.
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time...
If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell...
'Tis true, sire. He knows nothing.
Ah, yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Cocaine. Cocainum. Sounds like our kind of kid.
A superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true...
Oh, Old Philip was a big fan of the purple nose candy the nobility loved so much.
You can't even take responsibility for yourself. That's why the Philippian kings use cocaine. For clarity of vision. To aid in...
I'm satisfied.
Of course. Clarity.
Philip III was even brought into this world with the help of cocaine.
He's just making excuses for the king's habits, isn't he?
From what I've seen of the officers of the Elysium, decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects, this is something the insurgents never understood. Revachol would be a different place.
Don't get started on that.
The carabinier doesn't reply.
Right. Yes, I do. Fire from heaven. Why what? Because that's what happens when communists hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. Commies, communists, socialists, anarchists, call them what you like. They just chose the name to feel special. Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to the should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't.
It was probably a bit more complicated than that.
Because this place is a damn beachhead. Yes, the military Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta. This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and...
Blood Ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong, officer. I hate those foreign dogs, but... the damn right, son. They let...
He approves of this radical approach.
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now...
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition...
You don't even begin to truly understand the players on the table.
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
Preposterous! Surely you don't mean it. I would have preferred if... Instead, all that is just... This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This was Reign as the king. It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
The RCM in Martinez. Of course. What can I help you with? Sure, I'm done with it. Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache. Of course.
Welcome to Crime, Romance and Biographies. Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space. I am the proudest owner of our... Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again. Wonderful! Did you talk to her? Why not? Was she not friendly enough? Were you not compelled? Oh yes, okay, that makes sense. It's working then. Yeah.
The woman before you. A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are an endless variety of source books. There's also a large hardbound tome books in a board game section. Who wants to read a towering mountain of... You see a set of tattered curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Just as you're...
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
You do? Mike, why? I am sorry. No! Please just...
Talking is always good. Lies. Rip them open. You see a tattered set of curtains and a polyhedron shaped. You see some kind of charm. An erect. This is a traditional Seminese ward, meant to provide inhabitants of... Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing.
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the book.
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more... You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture.
I warned you. You're...
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you. What if you just break it down? That's right. Take in your surroundings. You need to have a solid... The room is dimly lit. It's made of a solid... That's right. Steady breathing. Solid... Steady breathing. The room is... It's made of a... Only an echo. No one is there. Ow. Shoot. Whose moronic idea was it to...
Are you alright?
What is going... I warn you!
It barely looks like you've done any damage to the door, however. These shelves are overburdened with...
Oh, crap. You're a police...
Note. Reading about Dick Mullin. The plaque on the shelf reads...
I would say... The Greatest Innocence.
Shelves full of biography. This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. These three things are very... The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where it serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that tradition, wholeness, unity, balance. On the other, when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of you. The book features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium, There's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition of using. This coin-operated viewer is
probably some kids.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building. You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been full.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
It's the voice of someone who has something to hide, my liege.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie, if that's okay.
It's the god of cigarettes. Don't let him go. This could be your witness.
Apologies, but this is...
The god himself has denied you absolution.
Absolution? I don't know that brand. I'm not sure that's a good idea. As you wish. Is it really that important?
Like a nervous cat.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run. My name? My name is Martin.
That's definitely not his real...
No, of course not. Could you please lower your voice? I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little...
We will remove the body as soon as...
Oh.
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
No, not you two. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more...
Last week? I don't know. Look.
It'll take more than rain to bring this place back to life.
You didn't answer the question.
It was my Sunday friend.
A Sunday friend. He doesn't reply. Gesturing. No. Someone hides behind a curtain. Those windows have eyes, and those eyes are watching, spying on you three.
No. But now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Time to bring out your secret charm. Tears and begging. Show him your emotionals.
No, for God's sake, I don't want you to cry. Listen, I really have good luck with the investigation.
He's gone. No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. He could be a witness. There has to be a way of getting inside the building.
Are you trying to sneak up?
Logic error. She's...
Pig's come to take me out. Trying to don't get fucking clever with me. Trying to sneak up on me.
The streets will flow red once more.
The streets will not...
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type.
Go where?
Listen to your partner, pigman. Keep...
A brush, an artist. The red splatter is urban expressionism.
Can't you tell? I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words. Yeah? Thanks.
She means the opposite. The lieutenant furrows his hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the woman on the boat does.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Ozon is an archipelago 2 days' travel away from Rivershore. It's moneyed...
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. She's a professional negotiator. You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions.
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. I ain't no snitch.
Actually, there is a short...
We weren't Watch your...
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her...
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCN. I meant you, the Revachol Citizens Militia. Dayton, my maiden name. I'm glad to see you. I was dispatched to handle a strike.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview.
There's a trace of irony in...
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation. Why, yes I am. The boat? No. It is called Corps de Late. It's a pleasure craft. A 19-page... My sloop?
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else? Yes, we are.
Technically, the neighboring Ozone and Fas Alamer island groups are archipelagos. While La Caillou...
Okay, if you want to get technical. The point is, we're all on islands here, and so I haven't seen...
Actually, that motor carriage has been... It's for crossing long distance.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean.
You need to make this lady admit she's only riding around on this boat because she's... You have the guns and the ammo. Take this.
Oh my. The E word. You mean to say that it's a symbol of conspicuous consumption? That I'm a member of the ruling class?
Detective, may I remind you that Mrs. Messier is...
Then what does that say? 33A? This old proletarian haunt here? As I said...
Your synapses flesh.
You mean Eel's hips. But point taken. I am a bourgeois woman. Officer, I assure you...
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain. Qualified pleasure craft operator. So chopped.
I just renewed its safety inspection last month, officers. It is completely seaworthy. In fact, it's taken part in not one. The other time, I would have finished the race.
Actually, you don't. The Wayfarer Act specifically denies the RCM.
The Wayfarer Act is one of the few pieces of legislation. It's one of the foundational laws in Revachol, designed to limit the authority of local institutions. It's a law that keeps Revachol what it is, in limbo.
Unless it's their passport. No.
Of course.
The woman is silent, smiling while the waves... The Republic of Vespa, formerly the Republic of Vespa Messina, was once a dual kingdom. An amicable parting of ways. It is a stable country. And yet, there has always been something ominous about its perfect stability. The woman, born in the year 3 in the commune of Revachol, smiles at you, face adorned with frown lines and crow.
My husband is. I have dual citizenship. A Vespertine is handier when... Yes. But Joyce is much more efficient.
She nods and returns the plastic bag.
Good. What we do.
There was a touch of discomfort there. She wants to merely...
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. And that is the terminal. Another subdivision.
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes. Companies awarded royal monopoly. Saint-Baptiste, Elysium, an unknown entity known as
Why, thank you. I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than... And to think, there are years when the group books lost. Walpines employ 72,000 people, all of whom have families that depend on them. They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting... Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. You know more than you let on. Certainly it helped, but most of the original Indo tribes have failed, or been absorbed. You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners? Who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo? We built this district. All the best parts of it. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, with its bastions. The plazas Meteor and Mosaic. Before Martinez was swallowed by the industrial harbour, even before it was a company getaway. For a weekend or a summer holiday, everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets. First, you'd have to repeal the
The octopus that straddles Revachon, the Emergencies Act, is the cornerstone of post-war Revachon.
Good luck is only kept in place by the...
What the man means is that
You'd be shooting yourself in...
But I am derailing us. I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice...
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter 20... What can I say? The union employs a giant covered in tattoos. A racist. Let's say I was not...
And when did you?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of...
But the strike began...
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont.
This isn't the first time.
Heavens, no. There have been 2 prior...
Ludicrous even. It's meant.
Mr. Clare told him to... Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see. Yes. Keep in mind, there are leaflets everywhere. At every worker, a member...
Most of the workers probably don't know what that means.
Fortunately, they explained it. Every time the Wild Pines Group makes a just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they're having a blast. But how? I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that... And now, people are getting lynched, I hear.
Excuse me, from whom?
I first heard it from the bowyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it...
This checks out. No, wait. The chief negotiator heard it from a man at the gates. Surely the Wild Pines Group.
The Scabs? You mean the huddle if they were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates?
It's implied. She's open to discussing this matter with you.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and... He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. Yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except it's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, the Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution, organized labor at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections.
A mob. The Débardeurs are a crime scene.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing And your opinion, detective, if I may ask. I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs... Thank you for being candid. Sad, I'm glad you asked. There was a woman...
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned... Indeed. The point of the presentation is...
Thank you for your concern, ma'am.
Of course. How else can I... Quite a few things. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your name.
Of course, ma'am. We should... And this is my colleague from Precinct 41.
How curious. Why is that, detective? I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the call? Oh dear.
She must have been suspecting.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very...
Of course, I sympathize. But I'm afraid...
She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement. Feelings will guide...
I assure you, it is no small matter for me either. We all...
She's silent. The wind flaps the sail above her. Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. You're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation, right?
I don't dispute that you have been charged with protecting the people of...
Nothing you can say. Cop gives up the detective genre for so